You say you want to be like me. You say you admire the silence I walk with, the way I carry myself like nothing touches me. You like how people pause when I speak, how the room shifts when I enter, how even the loudest become quiet. You don't want to be like me. You want the effect of me. You want the presence without the process, the power without the price, the calm without the chaos that built it. But if you're still here, still listening, then I'll show you. I'll show you what it really takes to live like this, to become untouchable. What you see on the surface, the control, the discipline, the detachment, is not a gift. It's a graveyard. Buried underneath are the emotions I've killed, the people I've let go, the humanity I've outgrown. You call it power. I call it survival. You see clarity. I see the absence of feeling. I didn't choose to become this way because it was impressive. I became this way because emotion made me vulnerable. Attachment made me weak. Desire made me slow. So I killed it. I tore out everything that made me hesitate. Every dream, every soft spot, every hope that someone might truly understand me. Now, I understand them. All of them. You live in a world built on illusion. Smiles are fake. Friendship is conditional. Love is temporary. People don't want truth, they want comfort. They don't want clarity, they want stories that make them feel important. You think trust is sacred? It's a transaction. You think loyalty is rare? It's currency. They'll stay loyal until it costs too much. They'll trust you until someone offers them a better story. This world isn't cruel. It's predictable. That's why I stopped playing by its rules. There comes a point when you stop expecting anything from people. That point, that shift, that's where I live. No more hopes. No more disappointments. Just a calculation. I walk into rooms and I don't see people, I see patterns. Wounds they try to hide. They need to try to suppress. Fears they pretend don't exist. They think they're in control. They're not. Their emotions control them. Their need for validation exposes them. Their desperation to be loved makes them puppets. But me? I cut all that off. I don't need to be liked. I don't need to be praised. I don't need to be saved. I don't need anyone. And that's why I win. You think being powerful means being loud? Raising your voice? Puffing your chest? No. Power is when you say nothing, and they still feel your presence. Power is when you don't chase, and they still seek your approval. Power is when you don't threaten, but they fear the silence you carry. That's not charisma. That's clarity. The absence of hesitation. The absence of weakness. The absence of need. They mistake my stillness for peace. But stillness is not peace. It's precision. Every move I make is calculated. Every silence is a message. Every step is a strategy. But let me tell you something that nobody says out loud. Detachment is not freedom. It's a burden. When nothing moves you, you stop celebrating. When no one touches you, you stop trusting. When no emotion controls you, no emotion comforts you either. You think you're ready for that? To live without warmth? To kill love before it roots? To silence joy before it blinds you? Because that's what I did. Not once. Every day. Until I became this. To become like me, you must kill who you are. Not in theory. In truth. You must erase the version of you that still cares what people think. The version that still hopes for a happy ending. The version that thinks effort alone brings reward. You kill it through cold decisions. Through lonely nights. Through sacrifices no one will ever applaud. You must accept invisibility. Walk alone. Be doubted, mocked, misunderstood, and still not flinch. No applause. No recognition. Just results. This isn't motivation. This is a funeral. The death of weakness, of emotion, of dependency. Once you understand people, you stop fearing them. People are driven by one of three things: validation, safety, or ego. Understand what someone needs, and you control them. Speak to their wounds, not their words. Read their fears, not their smiles. They will follow you, even if they don't understand why. But that kind of power? It comes with responsibility. You must become the mirror that reflects what they want to see, and the hand that breaks it when it serves you. You must be the whisper that plants doubt, and the silence that confirms it. That's how you lead. Not through charm. Through clarity. I'm not cruel. I don't destroy because I hate. I destroy because I understand. I don't manipulate out of malice. I do it out of precision. I don't act to impress. I act to win. And if that makes me heartless in your eyes, so be it. But the truth is, I just see what you refuse to see. The game behind the game. The lie is inside every truth. The weakness inside every kindness. Here's the hardest part. When you become like me, there's no going back. Once you burn away everything, Emotions, attachments, dreams, you're left with silence. Not peace, just emptiness. And that emptiness will either forge a god or create a ghost. Most people fall apart. They chase this image of control, and when they get close, they panic. Because they realize there's no light at the end. Just you. Alone. Forever in control, but never again connected. That's the final price. Not pain. Not sacrifice. But isolation. So if you're still listening, if your mind hasn't rejected this truth yet, then maybe, just maybe, you were built for this. Not because you're special, but because you're finally ready to let go of the lie. The lie that you need to be liked. The lie that emotion equals strength. The lie that peace comes from connection. The truth is brutal. The truth is lonely. The truth is quiet. And in that quiet, you either lose yourself completely, or you become untouchable. So before you say again, I want to be like you, ask yourself this: are you ready to erase everything that made you soft? Are you ready to sacrifice your soul just to become something unforgettable? Because once you cross this line, there's no coming back. Be careful what you admire. Sometimes the man who feels nothing is the one who lost everything. And sometimes, you do it all again.